Happy Tuesday! We are so excited to be starting your evening. I'm Celeste Lay.
And I'm Ann Lock-Driggers. You're watching NewsWatch Ole Miss. We've got some hard-hitting news for you today, including how a new state policy will affect library access to academic research.
And later on, how the Student Activity Association offered up a nice break from classes.
But first, let's talk about a program on campus that has been gaining more attention recently, the UM Fashion Panel.
It's a great way for students to show off their style. NewsWatch reporter Lisa Booker has the story about their Walk of Fame fashion show.
There's so much diversity here at Ole Miss. It's so awesome that we get to represent in UM Fashion Panel. There's truly so much to offer here at Ole Miss and so many different ranges of styles, and it's really awesome that we get to represent that in this show.
That's right. The Ole Miss Fashion Panel hosted their first annual fashion show. This walk showcased a variety of students on campus who know how to strut their stuff. Here's one of the students about why they love a good fashion show.
My favorite thing about the fashion show today is just getting everyone like-minded who loves fashion, who loves to dress up, who loves to wear the theme and get together and just applaud that for everybody and see everybody's creativity come to life.
Although this event was the first of its kind, the UM Fashion Panel has been turning heads for a while. Let's see why.
UM Fashion Panel is just where we come together and we showcase what Ole Miss has to offer style-wise. So it's been a really amazing group where we've all just kind of connected over fashion, and this is our big first fashion show where we get to actually showcase that to our community, and we're so excited to have it.
While we just saw some of our fashionable rebs kill it on the runway, here are two more students to talk about what makes a good show and why fashion is so important, especially on a big campus like ours.
My favorite thing about fashion shows is the music and the overall flow, showing your outfits and your personality, and the music really does fit it, especially when the models show character with the music. It just has a great effect.
I think it's a really cool way to show that not everybody on campus has the same style and that there's a big range of people, even though it might not seem like it sometimes. So yeah.
Well, that's all I have for you guys. Be sure to check out the Ole Miss Fashion Panel for future events. This has been Lisa Booker with NewsWatch Ole Miss. Back to you guys at our own fashionable desk.
Thank you, Lisa. I do have to say, we are looking very fashionable today and fabulous in here, but I do want to see how it's looking outside.
Yes, it looks so beautiful all today, but let's get our current weather conditions with weather anchor Veronica Flores. Veronica?
Thanks, guys. So we are totally past those tornadoes this week. This morning it was a little bit chilly. It was pretty cold outside, but as the day went on, the temperature picked up just a bit as that sun came out. We're currently sitting at a temperature of 61 degrees, pretty light breeze, but it's been a nice calm day. Not too cold because that sun is really stuck around. But I'll have a more in-depth report later in the show. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Veronica. The Student Activities Association is always coming up with new things for students to participate in. Earlier today, a mechanical shark was set up in the Union Plaza. The goal for students was to ride the shark for at least 8 seconds. It was free for students and provided short-term excitement for those needing a midday break. This follows Monday's Coca-Cola truck pop-up, which allowed students to get a custom can of Coke with their name on it. Another event happening on campus today is Sigma Nu's Charity Bowl.
Each year, Sigma Nu hosts a football game and sorority cheer competition in honor of Ole Miss legacy Chucky Mullins and an individual recipient. This year's recipient was Hannah Johnson, who was in a tragic car accident last January which left her paralyzed. Johnson has made an incredible comeback from her injuries and will be honored at tonight's game.
The game will be held at the Vaught Hemingway Stadium. Gates opened about half an hour ago, and the cheer competition just started, and the football game against Alpha Tau Omega will begin shortly after.
Hundreds of Ole Miss students rolled up their sleeves for the 15th annual Big Event, Mississippi's largest student-led day of service. Starting at Texas A&M in 1982, the Big Event game came to Ole Miss in 2011 and continues to grow one act of service at a time. On Saturday, 864 volunteers tackled over 100 community projects across Oxford and Lafayette County, all the way from yard work to painting and more. Leaders say it's about showing appreciation to a community that supports them year-round.
A new organization is giving former ballerinas a chance to pirouette back into the spotlight.
Let's take a look at reporter Eliza Warner, who gives us a better look at what's going on with this new group.
Do you miss ballet in your life? Well, you're in luck. Students can now continue to practice and express themselves through Releve Rebs Co., the first ballet organization at Ole Miss, started by student Leslie Lackman.
I felt there's kind of a void missing at Ole Miss, so I just kind of felt like it would be a really low-key, just get back into it, send pictures to your mom, you meet a good group of people.
Releve Rebs provides beginner-level ballet classes in the Turner Center on campus. And for freshman Brooke Butler, it is an opportunity to come together and dance.
It's definitely brought me a sense of community, kind of, just getting to meet a ton of different people at Ole Miss that I share something in common with that I wouldn't have known them before I did this.
The class takes place once a week on Friday afternoons, and it's a great way for former ballerinas to reconnect with dance and find a community. Lackman says they were encouraged to start small, but future plans include growing the space and possibly having actual performances.
This semester was just a trial and error to get people started, but we're going to do an official welcome, almost recruitment, if you will, in the fall.
Releve Rebs currently has 20 members. Lackman encourages those who are interested to come try it and make new friends from it. You can find them on Instagram at Releve Rebs, where there is a link to join the GroupMe. Sarah Corey, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Moving into some darker news, a routine traffic stop in Pontotoc County led to one of the area's largest drug busts this year when officers discovered cocaine valued at $2.1 million in the back of a car.
This past Sunday, the Pontotoc County Sheriff's Department pulled over Danny Thomas of Dacula, Georgia. During a search of his vehicle, officers found 110 pounds of cocaine along with an undisclosed amount of cash.
Thomas is now facing cocaine trafficking charges in Pontotoc County, but according to the Sheriff's Department, he is already on probation for a similar offense in Texas. This arrest is now part of an ongoing effort by local law enforcement to combat drug trafficking in the Mississippi region. Severe weather struck Lafayette County over the weekend, damaging at least 17 homes, some likely hit by a possible tornado. Emergency officials say the worst damage was done in Lafayette Springs, Thaxton, and Hurricane communities. One home was even destroyed by lightning, others by strong winds and fallen trees caused by widespread outages. Across Mississippi, the storm system left 1 dead, injured 7, and damaged over 270 homes statewide. Thankfully, no injuries were reported in the Lafayette County area.
Coming up after the break, we'll see how residents in Columbus are still being affected by flooding after these last weekend storms.
And we have a packed segment of The Watch that you do not want to miss. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
I would tell all the hotties, it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to open up. It's okay to be honest about how you're feeling. But the people who are meant to listen, they'll be with you for life. And those are the people you need to care about. Those are the people you need to open up to. Those are the people that you need to allow to open up to you. We love each other, hotties, so definitely keep reaching out to your friends and check on each other and love on each other, because that's what we about, love.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stayed too long, I'd probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine.
Since 2000, speeding has killed a classroom of our children. Shame on you. You can never control the consequences if you speed.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
We'll have more on local weather and sports later in the show, but for now, let's see what's been going on nationally with Celeste at The Watch.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Recent state laws have been changing what content can be offered in libraries. On March 31st, the Mississippi Library Commission sent out an internal memo ordering for the deletion of 2 research databases that have materials on subjects including race relations and gender studies. The database Magnolia is funded by the Mississippi legislature for students from publicly funded schools and universities throughout the state. Mississippi lawmakers filed the final version for House Bill 1193, which bans DEI programs and incentives from public education institutions across the state, the same day Biden sent out his memo. Libraries may individually be given the option to obtain access to the databases through EBSCO, another database that feeds into Magnolia, though at their own cost.
And severe weather has impacted many areas across the state over the past weekend. While Lafayette County, Pontotoc, and Union counties mostly faced damage caused by tornadoes and high winds, areas like Columbus and Lowndes County were soaked by heavy rains. First responders and volunteers have been working to help residents in Columbus with rising water flooding their neighborhoods and their homes. Though the rain may have stopped, the water continues to rise, forcing some people out of their homes. It may take several more days before residents will have a better idea of the damage left behind. The chilly weather is not keeping these reps from staying hot.
How many letters? 5 letters. Just think about, what am I doing right now? Smile. Smile? Uh-huh. This is so easy.
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police, but if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
We are for places of awe and wonder. For monuments and stories that bind us together. We are the National Park Foundation, and with your support, we protect our country's most treasured places. For today and for always. Support today at nationalparks.org.
Elmer loves to giggle. Elmer's mommy taught him that laughing can help when you have a big feeling, like when you feel happy. Make sure to celebrate when you're happy.
So sorry for those technical difficulties, but we are going to jump right back into the watch. So U.S. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth said Tuesday the United States will take back the Panama Canal from Chinese influence. Hegseth, following Panama's government, vowed to deepen security cooperations with Panama's forces and said China would not be allowed to weaponize the canal by using Chinese commercial relationships for espionage. The Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche informed staff of the decision in a memo on Monday. The memo stated that the Justice Department will no longer pursue litigation or enforcement actions concerning the regulatory aspects of digital assets. This shift follows an executive order from Trump directing the department to concentrate on cryptocurrency cases involving embezzlement, misappropriation of funds, scams, and counterfeit digital assets. Jamieson Greer, President Donald Trump's U.S. trade representatives, said Tuesday that concerns about the administration's expansive tariffs would not be resolved overnight, and that tariffs were most likely about running up the score. Greer's comments came during a hearing with the Senate Finance Committee, which happened in the wake of the stock market's mass sell-off triggered by Trump's sweeping tariff plan. Greer confirmed that tariffs will go into effect Wednesday, saying that he's not concerned with the stock market's turmoil. And that's all I've got for your national news. I'm Celeste Lay with The Watch. Now let's head back to the desk.
Thank you, Celeste. We'll have your whole forecast for you after the break. But Veronica, I would love to go ahead and hear about tonight's current conditions.
Yeah, so we're going to see a pretty low temp of around 36 degrees. It's going to get pretty chilly tonight. And then we're expected to have some frost, which that's something different for us to keep on the lookout. But I'll have a more in-depth report after the break.
How many letters? 5 letters. Just think about what am I doing right now? Smile. Smile? Uh-huh. This is so
Nobody likes to be stopped by the police. But if I'd seen her texting while driving and given her a ticket, it just might have saved her life.
Are you looking for more in this world? Then we are looking for you. The big-hearted, the bold, those driven by purpose. We are the Peace Corps, volunteers, partners, communities in more than 60 countries, bringing our experience, joy, and passion to building a better world together. Are you ready to serve boldly, to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Welcome back to Stormwatch Ole Miss. I'm Veronica Flores. So like we've been saying, I said earlier in the show, we have a nice temperature of around 61 degrees. It's been pretty sunny. I've enjoyed today pretty calm, cool weather, and that sun has really stuck around to help us out and enjoying all of the weather that we have today. The temperatures in Mississippi are pretty similar. As you can see, we have temperatures in the 60s, and then Corinth is our lowest in the 50s. Tonight, we're going to see that temperature dip down to 36 degrees. It's going to be pretty clear, but after 3 a.m., we're going to see some patchy frost. So if you have any veggies outside, if you have a garden or anything, I definitely cover that up. We wouldn't want anyone's progress to be ruined by this frost that we're having. And then tomorrow, our high is 70 degrees, and it's going to be pretty sunny. So in my opinion, we're going to have a really nice day tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to seeing that sun come out and for it to not be too cold. So we have a severe thunderstorm risk out for Thursday. This starts at 7 a.m. on Thursday and continues into 7 a.m. Friday. As you can see here in Oxford, we're in the green, so it's marginal. We're looking at some isolated showers, but nothing too bad, just something to keep on your radar. And since we're talking about these warnings that we're getting, let's talk about the difference between a watch and a warning. I know over this weekend, everybody's phones were getting spammed with tornado watches and warning, and if you don't know the difference, let's get into that. So a watch means that severe thunderstorms are possible. This is something to be prepared to keep on your radar. But when it's a warning, this is when you need to seek shelter. You want to make sure that your house, things outside of your house, and most importantly, you are safe. So just keep that in mind. This is something to be very in the know about with tornado season because we're constantly getting these warnings and updates, and you want to make sure you know what that means. Tomorrow's temperatures pick up just a bit. As you can see, we're in the 70s and then the high 60s. Everybody's enjoying this nice weather that we're having. And then here is what the rest of our week is looking like. Like I said, Wednesday, we're going to have some nice weather. And then Thursday, that's when those showers are going to start. We have a 20% chance of precipitation after 1 p.m. And then thunderstorms maybe between 10 p.m. and 1 a.m. Friday and Saturday is when our temperatures dip. And then Sunday is when we're seeing that nice weather to end off our week with, which I'm pretty excited.
Well, it sounds like we're going to have some fabulous weather this weekend.
Yeah, to end it off, I'm excited.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah. What about sports? Anything happening this weekend?
Well, I'm glad that the weather is heating up a little bit because Ole Miss baseball has a 5-game series this week. So coming up, the softball and baseball teams have midweek matchups tonight, and March Madness officially has a winner. Check back in after the break for these stories and more.
Impossible. From conducting the world's first lung transplant to helping prove Einstein was right. From preserving the past to saving the future. We are Mississippi's flagship university, a place where passion and learning unite, where friends become family, where small-town charm meets world-class innovation. We are the University of Mississippi. We are Ole Miss.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back, Rebs. I'm Kieran Lincheski with Sports Watch. In classic March Madness fashion, the Florida Gators overcame a 12-point second-half deficit to defeat the Houston Cougars 65-63. Florida clinched their first national title since 2007. Star Gator Walter Clayton Jr. was scoreless in the first half, but sparked the comeback with 11 pivotal points after halftime. Walter Clayton Jr. was also the most outstanding player of the tournament. The game ended dramatically as the Houston's final possession ended in a turnover secured by Florida's Alex Condon, sealing the victory. Florida's head coach Todd Golden became the youngest head coach to win March Madness at 39 years old, and this marks Florida's third national championship, marking their place among college basketball's elite programs. And the number 17 Ole Miss Rebels on the softball team will wrap up their non-conference slate, hosting UT Martin at 5 tonight at home. The Rebels have been dominant outside the SEC, riding a 23-3 non-conference record into this matchup. Sophomore Jaden Pone is red hot with 4 straight multi-hit games, while senior Lexi Brady has rocketed 12 home runs since mid-February. In the circle, freshman Miali Guachino is on fire as she leads the SEC in strikeouts, and two-way star Aaliyah Binford remains undefeated with an 8-0 record. Catch all the action streaming live on SEC Network Plus. And if softball is not your thing, the number 6 Ole Miss Rebels baseball team kicks off a 5-game week tonight with a rematch against the Memphis Tigers at 6 in Memphis. The Rebels previously defeated the Tigers 7-5 on March 25th in Oxford. Next up for the Rebels, Ole Miss returns home to host Alcorn State on Wednesday at 4 at Swayze Field. The Rebels are getting HOT hot, having secured 3 back-to-back SEC series wins for the first time since 2018. Infielder Luke Hill is currently on a 9-game hitting streak, boasting a 42.5% average with 2 home runs and 8 RBIs during this stretch. Fans can catch tonight's game live on ESPN Plus, and Wednesday's matchup will be streamed on SEC Network Plus. Ole Miss Track and Field honored their 2025 seniors at the Joe Walker Invitational this past weekend. The Rebels secured 7 event victories. Freshman Jordan Uridia led the Rebs, winning the 400-meter dash with the personal best of 46.84 seconds, placing him 13th in school history. Uridia also anchored the men's 4x400-meter relay team to a season best 3 minutes, 7 seconds, 91.
finished the fastest for the Rebels since 2012. Senior Ducey Armand made waves in the women's triple jump, recording a winded leap of 13 meters, the second best in program history. In the field events, sophomore Akoma Odeluga dominated the women's shot put with a throw of 18.23 meters, reinforcing her national lead. The Rebels hit the road running as the team splits for the Virginia Challenge and Florida's Tom Jones Memorial on April 18th and 19th. And that's all I've got for sports. Be sure to follow us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Kieran. After the break, learn about what sweet treat you can get for free.
Plus, a baby giraffe was born at Disney. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
This is Michael. Today he is going to hit his girlfriend so hard she ends up with permanent brain damage.
Dead in this vehicle. The girl is critical. They said the guy without the seatbelt did the damage.
No seatbelt, no excuse. From the Road Safety Authority.
Uh-oh, young Tommy is smoking a cigarette, creating his own smog cloud. Tommy's up to bat. Tommy smokes because he thinks it makes him look grown up. But watch what smoking does for him. That coughing is one thing. It keeps him from playing his best. You're out! Don't smoke. It doesn't make you grown up. It makes you a loser.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing that keeps us focused. A habit we never skip to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game, to drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health? Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health. Discover the resources you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Today is Ben & Jerry's Free Cone Day. Participating scoop shops are giving out free cones to customers who are celebrating.
So, start the week off sweetly with a cone of your favorite ice cream tonight. In fact, what are your favorite ice cream flavors?
Mine has got to be just plain Rocky Road.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm like a cake batter girl. Like, that's my favorite flavor. What about you, Celeste?
I'm a very classic homemade vanilla girl.
Okay.
That sounds so good. My favorite, cookies and cream with some chocolate sprinkles. It's a go-to every time.
Okay.
I also have to stop and get some on the way home tonight.
Me too.
It sounds really good.
Yes. I love it. Well, that's all we have tonight. Tune in tomorrow. I'm Celeste Lay.
And I'm Ann Lockdriggers with your latest news.
I'm Kieran Lacheski with Sports Watch.
And with Storm Watch, I'm Veronica Flores.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5.
NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live
and keep it local.